All right, I'm back. It is almost 4 in the afternoon, and you might be saying, why am I recording so early on a Friday? Well, for those who don't know, my school district has a thing where on the last Friday of every month, we get out of school 2 hours early. So yeah. And it's the last Friday of the month, so we got out of school 2 hours earlier. And that means I get more time to grind. And we have reached a milestone. There are only 10 drops left in the challenge. Like, do you guys realize how close we are to finishing? And we only have one drop left to get in Magicant. But, how do I say this? That enemy I consider the most annoying enemy to fight in the whole game. And the enemy that I'm talking about is called the Carefree Bomb. They only have 2 attacks. Their first attack is to throw a bomb at you to deal some damage. And their second attack is to throw a super bomb at you to deal even more damage. And I swear, they will do like a third of your health in one hit. Like, they are so incredibly annoying to fight. But I have to get the Carefree Bombs drop, which means I have to fight it. Because, getting the drops kind of requires fighting the enemy. Okay, these are just Mr. Molecules. We don't care about these guys. Because I already got the Mr. Molecules drop. So yeah, the Mr. Molecules here are just free XP. Since they're so easy to kill. Okay, what is this guy? Okay, I have to let him back attack me. Okay, what are you? It's just a Mr. Molecule. See, the reason why I need to tell what that enemy is because 3 enemies in Magicant share the same overworld sprite. Those enemies being the Carefree Bomb, which is our target for today, the Mr. Molecule, and the French Kiss of Death. So yeah, I don't know who I'm going to be targeting until the battle actually starts. We got another magic tart. I'm just gonna eat this magic tart because we don't need it. Okay, what are you? Okay, that was just a Mr. Molecule. What about you? Oh, there's the Carefree Bomb, but there's some unwanted targets. Wait, what if that's the Carefree Bomb? Hold on, let's see. Oh, you monkeys. It's just Mr. Molecules. See, how was I supposed to know these were going to be Mr. Molecules? It's not my fault I can't tell which enemy it is, because 3 of them just so happen to have the same overworld sprite. So let's just kill these guys real quick, because we don't care about them. Okay, what about you? Surely you're a carefree bomb, right? It's another Mr. Molecule. What about you? Are you also a Mr. Molecule? Yes, he is. Dude, how was every single one a Mr. Molecule? I got another Mr. Molecule. Are you kidding me? Dude, the one time I actually need a carefree bomb, they don't spawn. What about you? Are you also gonna be a monkey? We got the target, finally. Why didn't you get stuck on the wall? No, come back. All right, we have the carefree bomb singled out, and we have the save state. So the carefree bomb here has a 4 in 128 chance of dropping a super bomb. And, you know, I can appreciate it with this drop because, you know, a sentient bomb drops a bomb sometimes. Like, you really have to appreciate when an enemy's drop correlates with the actual enemy. But this drop sucks to get because the carefree bomb sucks to fight. So yeah, I'm gonna be in pain trying to fight this stupid thing, but I have to get this drop. Otherwise, I will fail the challenge. And let's just start grinding. The words the enemy left are present. I'm dipping. I am just taking the super bomb. It's gonna drop eventually, and I'm just dipping, bro. Because then that will mean I got all the drops in Magic Camp, and I will never have to fight one of these things ever again. In my entire lifetime, for when I'm gonna be playing this game, this will most likely be the last time I will ever fight a carefree bomb. Ooh, yes! Ooh, let's go. Okay, that didn't take long at all. I've only been recording for almost 13 and a half minutes. You know what? We don't need the flying men. Oh, heck nah, bro. Oh, heck nah. Heck nah. No, let me get away, you monkey. Let me run. Run. Let me run. Bro. See, the plan was I was going to go all the way back to the beginning of Magic Camp to get a flying man. But then I realized I don't need a flying man. You know, usually people take the flying man so that they can make fighting the enemies easier here in Magic Camp, but I don't need it. I'm trying to manipulate the arm. Okay, I guess it's just not gonna let me run. That's just great. So yeah, since we got all the drops in Magic Camp, our next objective is to defeat the next 2 bosses. Okay, it's just a bunch of Mr. Molecules. Hold on. Alright, I have to close the door because you guys know my brother at this point. He just has a problem with closing doors. Like for some reason, he just does not want to close doors. Okay, Nessa's level 74. Okay, so we're not too far off from unlocking Nessa's final PSI move, which is PSI Gaming Omega. And I am calling it PSI Gaming because that's what I call the special move. Because you can name your special move in this game whatever you want. So yeah, the official name of the special move is called PSI Rockin', but I call it PSI Gaming. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No pepperoni and cheese. Alright, we need to heal up. Because Ness is kind of low on HP right now. So we're in the final area of Magicant called the Sea of Eden. And this is where the next two bosses reside. The 26th boss, which is the 3 Krakens. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You fight 3 Krakens. Alright, so there's the first Kraken down. Oh yeah, and something to note here. I'm just gonna say this very loud and clearly. No. The Krakens you fight in Magicant do not drop the Gutsy Bat. That is an error from the EarthBound Player's Guide. Like it literally just spreaded misinformation. Because the EarthBound Player's Guide tells you that you have a 1 in 128 chance of getting the Gutsy Bat you fight from the Krakens here in Magicant. Oh, Ness unlocked PSI Gaming Omega. But yeah, they say you have a 1 in 128 chance of getting a Gutsy Bat from one of these Krakens. That is not true. The enemy they're talking about is the Bionic Kraken, which spawns in the final dungeon of the game, called the Cave of the Past. So yeah, no. These Krakens do not drop any items. And also, I feel bad for you if you actually thought that these Krakens can drop the Gutsy Bat, because they can't. Like they just made an error. All right, the 3 Krakens are dead, and we immediately have to fight another boss. The 27th boss, which is actually the evil side of Ness's dream world, called Ness's Nightmare. So yeah, we're quite literally fighting ourselves, but it's the evil side of ourselves. So yeah, he has the same moves as Ness. He can use PSI Gaming. He can set up power shields, which reflect damage back to you. And he can emit glorious lights. Oh, his attack just didn't damage me for some reason. Oh, you monkey. You monkey. You monkey. Dude, as soon as I was gonna throw the freaking... Dude. Right as I was gonna throw the super bomb at him, he just sets up a power shield. Okay, life up. We can deal with that. Bag of Dragonite. Oh, that didn't damage me? Oh, let's go. I just got so lucky just then. Dude, why am I getting so lucky all of a sudden? Dude, he just wasted 3 turns. Dude, no way. It still didn't damage me. Dude, do you know how rare it is to not get hit by PSI Gaming? Oh my god, that was such a joke. I was expecting him to freaking demolish me there. Because Ness's Nightmare is one of the hardest bosses in the game. Which makes sense, because he is the 3rd to last boss. Right, so after we defeat Ness's Nightmare, Ness's brain communicates with Ness? I don't know. And Ness's brain says that Gygus is pretty close to destroying the universe. And he says, Ness tells himself, I guess, that he must destroy Gygus. Because again, it's the literal prophecy of the game that Ness will destroy Gygus. And it tells us to go to Saturn Valley. Alright, so now comes the Magicant boost. And this is basically just Ness absorbing the powers of all 8 sanctuaries. So it just boosts it just boosts Ness's stats incredibly high. Like once Ness hits level 99 after the Magicant boost eventually, I'm pretty sure his HP will be a little over 900, which is a lot for this game. So yeah, there's the Magicant boost. And then we get some more boosts. His HP increased by 150. His Psychic points increased by 350. And then we unlock his final PSI move, Teleport Beta. And now we can't go back to Magicant anymore. Which is why you have to get all these drops before fighting Ness's Nightmare. Because if you don't get all the drops before fighting Ness's Nightmare, you'll be permanently locked out of Magicant forever. And then Ness finally wakes up from his dream world. And they're still in the Fire Spring Sanctuary. So yeah, Ness wakes up. And this is when they realize that they have to teleport to Saturn Valley. So yeah, Magic Camp, the first location of Chapter 9, is officially complete. And we return to Saturn Valley because Jeff's father, Dr. Endonuts, and another one of our friends, Apple Kid, have teamed up with the Mr. Saturns to build a machine called the Phase Distorter, which will allow us to travel through time. But the version they just got done building can only allow us to travel within the same time period. And the Phase Distorter doesn't fully work yet. Because in order for it to work properly, the Phase Distorter needs an element called Zexonite. And you want to know what has Zexonite in this game? The meteorite from Onet, all the way back at the beginning of the game. So we have to get a piece of the meteorite and get Zexonite from it. So yeah, we have to go back to Onet, which is the first location of the game, in order to get the meteorite piece. But at this point of the game, Gygas's army has completely taken over Onet. So that will bring us to the next location of Chapter 9, called Invaded Onet. And the second strongest of Gygas's minions spawn here. And they are some of the most dangerous enemies in the game. And surprise, surprise, that means more drops for me to get. And you know how I've been singling out enemies throughout this entire challenge to get their drops? Well, that singling out skill, it is especially necessary you use it here in Invaded Onet. Especially when it comes to two specific enemies, the Mechanical Octobot and the Evil Eye. And you want to know why it's important you single out these two enemies specifically? Here's the reason why. The Mechanical Octobot has a 1 in 128 chance of dropping an item called a Meteorite. But then the Evil Eye has an 8 in 128 chance of dropping the exact same item. So if we fight those two enemies together and we get a Meteorite, you can't tell which Meteorite is from. Okay, the magic butterfly just ran into me. But yeah, you cannot tell which enemy dropped the Meteorite. And you cannot say you completed this challenge if you get the Meteorite, but the Evil Eye and Mechanical Octobot has been grouped up. So yeah, we have to single out an Evil Eye and get their drop, and do the same with the Mechanical Octobot. So yeah, it's especially necessary you single out those two specific enemies here. Because if I just straight up got two Meteorites and the Evil Eye and Mechanical Octobot were grouped up with each other, then that would literally be cheating. Like, I can't say I beat the challenge when I couldn't tell which drop it is. Oh yeah, and definitely the most dangerous enemy in Invaded 1 is the Ghost of Starman. And that's why. They can one-shot most of us with a single attack. And Paula and Jeff are dead. Pooh is also dead. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you monkey! Ness! Dude, he revived the Ghost of Starman. See, the reason why he did that is because Ness is feeling strange right now. So yeah, he got confused and he ended up reviving the enemy instead of Pooh. Wait. Is it healing beta that cures? Dude, he tried to use it on Pooh, but Pooh's dead. And then he just tried to use it on Jeff. We're gonna be here for a while, I can tell. Please don't make Ness feel strange. Okay, thank you. But now we can revive Pooh. Jesus Christ. Okay, Pooh's the only one that's not feeling strange. Oh, really? None of us got paralyzed from that? Okay, Pooh's level 64. Alright, so the only safe spot in Invaded 1net is Ness's house. We can use his house for healing up. And to save the game. Dude, we are going to get wrecked when I have to get these guys as drops. Like, the Ghost of Starman literally just one-shot most of the party members. And then I spent like 10,000 years trying to revive everyone. Alright, that is it for this recording. Later, we will get some of the drops in Invaded 1net. But stay tuned for that.